Love, it's patient, and love is kind. It does not envy, and it does not boast. It is not proud, and it does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking, and it is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongdoing. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with and in the truth. It always protects, it always trusts, it always hopes, it always perseveres. Love never fails, love always wins. I am QUAN, and this is love of the highest vibration. And it's because I love and have universal love, is why I feel like the things that have been done to me, and then me being given a platform, was to free a whole bunch of other people that have suffered the same thing. See, in order to be able to help a people that's being oppressed, they have to oppress a person that's in the public eye that might have access to a resource, and that is my voice. To get the word across for people that are being oppressed too, that might be confused about where their oppression is coming from. They might be gaslit to believe that they're schizophrenic, bipolar, they're sick, they need to be on medication because they're unclear about what's been happening to them. So oftentimes something will happen to somebody specific that's been given a voice so that they can help free the people that don't have a voice. Now, I'm not just speaking for Black women in saying that we're the only victim of this, because we are not. This is being done to men and women of every race and culture all over the globe. Okay? But the reason I say specifically Black women is because there's one human race, okay? Race is a construct of man. There's one human race, and all variations of that human race originated with the original Black woman, African woman, with her genes, her genetics. Every single variation of race and mankind's on the planet came from her DNA. You understand? And this is the reason why Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, and many, many others are specifically trying to use you to duplicate your DNA, to duplicate the light of God in you, to duplicate your power, and see if he can experiment with transhumanism, because you're the original prototype. Do you hear me? And I hope everybody here hears me. This reading is for everybody. It's not just for, it's for all women and men of all race, color, it don't matter. But I just want you to understand, specifically Black women, because the human race and all of its variations, and this has nothing to do with ego, we're just talking scientifically. And those of you that are mature, I know y'all understand. Scientifically, the human race all came from the genetics of the original African woman, every variation of mankind, okay, on the planet. And this is why Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, they have done what they have done. Now, y'all gotta learn real fast that you really messed up using them goddamn energy weapons on me and playing with me. Y'all should have left me alone.
100 to 200.
They spent all, y'all know I really don't do readings that much during the new moon and full moon because of what they do to me, right? Y'all know what they literally do to me during the new moon and full moon, which is why I didn't do any readings yesterday. Oh yeah, they tried to come for me. That's part of the reason why I'm on here. See, whenever you do something to me, it doesn't frighten me and make me want to become more quiet. You hype me up, because I'm the type of bitch, and I know this is love of the highest vibration, but right now I'm a little fired up. I'm the type that when you tell me I can't do something, that's going to hype me up to make sure I go and do the exact thing you said I couldn't do. When you try to intimidate or threaten or silence or try to control me in any way, that is my ammunition to go hard in the paint to do and say whatever it is that you were trying to stop me from. That's the type of bitch I am. You got the wrong one. You don't understand. Anything you do to me is only fueling me more to push against it. I'm not no punk. I stand alone, and I always have. I was born for this. Okay? So I posted a story, and I'm just going to go ahead and let you watch this really quick, collective. Pay very close attention, because this is exactly what they did to me. And y'all need to know, to a lot of you all that have been chipped, when I described how they're trying to use technology to tap your sacral and root chakra, to drain your energy using technology, they hit me with energy weapons, and they were doing their best, because they thought, like every other night they do it to me, they thought they was going to kill me and take my life. Yes, the title I put up there is triggering, right? I put a triggering title up there because I want to get everybody's goddamn attention. I want everybody to tune in and watch me. All right, here we go. I don't even know if I'm gonna be shadow banned, and they're gonna let me play this, but y'all pay attention to this.
For Verily Life Sciences and Google Health. And the GSK press release confirms that GSK and Verily created Galvani Bioelectronics to develop implantable bioelectronic medicines that can modify electrical signals along nerves in the body. Now, that doesn't prove every alarm in this clip, but it absolutely proves the central terrain is real. Major institutions are working on technologies that merge software, hardware, and human biology. And once the body becomes a platform, the next fear is obvious. Who controls the operating system?
We have the person that just purchased Twitter, making a brain chip company. He's also a major contractor to the U.S. military. He has a major conflict of interest with Chinese Silicon Valley equivalents like Tencent. And, you know,
he says, and I love this, he says, that's one of the reasons why I want to get off the planet. He says his work is to find a way to compete against the transhumanistic, folly. You don't believe that at all?
I don't buy it. No. If you look at that company, they had animal trials. Many of the monkeys that was tested and died after the brain chip was put in. If that were my company, I would reformulate everything or shut it down if it was going to kill that many animals. But it's already moved into human trials.
This is where the segment gets emotionally sticky, because it touches the technology that audiences instantly understand, brain chips. And here again, there is real reporting behind part of the anxiety. Reuters reported that Neuralink faced federal scrutiny over animal testing, with employees alleging rushed experiments and unnecessary deaths. Reuters said the company had killed about 1,500 animals since 2018, including sheep, pigs, and monkeys. Now, to be precise, that reporting does not automatically validate every broader claim Webb makes, but it does support the larger point that invasive neurotechnology is not some distant fantasy. It is here, it is funded, and it is controversial.
I talked to Ray Kurzweil once, and I said, you put the nanotechnology, just tell me out here, Ray. I'm a science fiction writer. You put the nanotechnology into me, and you control it. Not me, you control it. And I start speaking out about things that you and the powerful don't like. Why don't you just turn me off? Why don't you just, you know what? And all that nanotechnology, and I just die.
Sure.
And his response was, because we wouldn't do that.
Yeah, let's trust us. How has that gone for the past 100 years or so? Right. And if organized crime are the people in charge, are you going to trust them? I mean, they want us to trust them. If you look at the World Economic Forum or even the Biden administration and a lot of their policy documents, one of their main focuses are rebuilding trust with the public, and it's not working.
That exchange is the heart of the entire video. Not can this tech exist, but who gets asked to trust whom? Because the political pattern of the last decade has been simple. Institutions lose public trust, then answer by demanding more centralized authority, more data access, and more behavior management. And that's why the clip suddenly pivots from transhumanism to public policy.
These mergers, because there's many of them, of Silicon Valley companies and big pharma, they're framing it as healthcare, but it's eugenics being framed as healthcare. And it's really
terrifying.
I mean, it's terrifying. It's crazy. There's a lot of words for it, but ultimately it has to be stopped. And unfortunately, COVID has set this precedent where it can be mandatory. or where you can lose your livelihood, where you can, not be able to travel. You can basically be placed under house arrest unless you agree to it.
This is the section where the clip stops talking about future possibility and starts talking about future possibility and starts talking about precedent. Webb's point isn't just the technology could become coercive. It's that the public has already lived through a period where emergency health policy reshaped movement, work, and participation in public life, and she sees that as the model future systems could build on. Now, the most explosive side argument in this video comes when Glenn Beck brings up Canada's assisted death debate and says social systems can slide from care into disposal logic. Reuters did report that Canada's MAID framework became highly controversial as it expanded.
Okay, that's the part that I wanted y'all to see. And now let me explain real quick. About 6 to 7 years ago, I was catfished by somebody that my family members had sent toward me. Okay. And I was dating somebody about 6 to 7 years ago that my family sent toward me. And that person set me up in my house and they injected in my left temple. I was stabbed in my left temple and they injected something into my body. The video that I just showed you, that's what they injected inside of me. And what it does is it attaches to the chakras inside your body. Now, you heard her talking about COVID in 2020 and how they wanted to or might make it the law where you can't travel. If you don't cooperate, you won't be able to buy or sell or be an active participant in society. It'll be the law that you have to have this chip inside of your body. And if you refuse to cooperate, whatever, you understand what I'm saying. And then you heard how they were talking about if somebody starts speaking about something you don't want them to, what stops you from just hitting a button to detonate them and end them? And then he said, well, we just wouldn't do that. That was the response. These are all the things that I've been talking about and telling you all. Okay. And I am a victim of this. I am a victim. They injected me in my left temple, but I lived to survive it. And I managed to get out of America before they could even kill me. And ever since then, they've been trying their absolute best to kill me because they never thought I would end up on a platform talking about this while the evidence of this is out there. They're talking about this is something that could expand into human research instead of just animals. That's a lie. They've been doing this specifically to Black women that they've been deeming mentally unstable and putting into psych wards and into jail. They've been doing it to women of all races. But you understand when I say Black women specifically, because they have the original genetic prototype. Okay. And they've been working together in secret. Elon Musk, okay, they've been working together in secret with people in the government and the CIA and people's that have seers in their family, or just women with maybe 9 to 12 strands of DNA, or women that have a certain type of spiritual power or a certain amount of light, women that they detect your bioelectric field. It's very bright. You can be of any race or any color, but they look through your bloodline for certain DNA markers and signatures. And they bribe your family money to let Elon Musk test you by putting the biological substance in your body. And they do it by isolating you and gang stalking you. But I live to tell about it. And they shot me in my head all night long last night with an energy weapon here in this East African country I'm in. They didn't sat somebody in the house squatting right next door to me, right? There's a house right next door to me, and there's somebody squatting up in that house right now that uses an energy weapon on me all damn night. All damn night. And the reason is because they didn't want me talking about it. Okay? Give me a sec here. Let me go ahead and make sure I'm full on live. Now, I don't know how much they're going to shadow ban me or this content, but I decided I'm gonna come on here and talk about it anyway. See, because they punish me by hitting me with an energy weapon in the hopes of conditioning me to shut the hell up. But I'm not gonna shut the hell up. Y'all took my livelihood. Y'all took all the years that I would have needed to align my retirement money, my career, my job, all of the things that I would have needed to do as a woman to prepare for retirement financially. Y'all stopped me from that by isolating me, by gang stalking me, by blocking my money, by trying to kill me when I had a job and I was going to work every day, even before I had a platform. All the things that these people did to me to block me and stop me. You goddamn right, I'm going to speak my mind, and nobody's going to intimidate me or shut me down, quiet me, silence me, or nothing like that. Y'all mofos owe me some money because I'm not going to die. You will die before I will. Y'all owe me billions of fucking dollars. Y'all owe me billions of dollars for what y'all did to me, because I am not a science project. I am a seer. I am a seer, but I am not a slave. I am not a monkey, and I am not a science project. And neither are any of my brothers or sisters of any race of the highest vibration of love. We are human beings that have solidarity as a soul and a human on this earth and have a right to live. We feel pain, emotional and physical, and we have the right to freedom and sovereignty. So I'm going to pull some energy on this because it don't make no sense. See, because I was supposed to be dead by now. I was supposed to be dead by now. This thing that they put in my body, they thought that they was going to detonate it. They thought that they would be able to detonate it and send shock waves to the back of my neck and to my heart to cause me to have a heart attack or an aneurysm. And this was before I even had a platform and was speaking publicly about it. I was trying to live my life in peace and quiet. But they decided, oh, since you're living your life in peace and quiet, you're going to be the perfect example. You're the perfect experiment. You're the perfect monkey that we can experiment with and do whatever we want to. And when we're finished with your body, we'll just kill you and discard you. Oh, boy, did they mess up. Boy, did they mess up. They thought that they was just going to inject this in my body through someone I dated. Oh, I remember when they injected it in my left temple because they ran up out my house and I was trying to run after them and run up the steps and I almost collapsed. Because when they first injected it in my left temple, my equilibrium went all the way off and I collapsed my whole body on my steps. I was dizzy. And it took me a while before I was able to regain balance, because when they first inject it, it's in a big concentration. See, the women that are aware that this has been done to you, what they feel is, oh, don't worry, we'll just kill you. But God did not see it so. God saw it that he would use me. God saw it fit that he would use me as a voice, like John the Baptist, crying in the wilderness about this atrocity and abuse going on. Oh, they did your right temple, Jocinda? Benjamin, they did your right temple? Yeah, it's like an earring gun, right? Yeah, with me, they shot me in my left temple. And it's like the sensation of getting your ears pierced with an earring gun. Okay? Now, everybody's not conscious and awake when this happens. For some people, they do it when you have a cesarean or dental work and you're under. Some, they do it when the baby's first born. For some people, they drug you. They get a family member to drug you, or a lover or a boyfriend, husband, wife to drug you as you're going to sleep. Because that way, how would you know? You think you just was in a deep sleep when you actually were given some form of anesthesia, so you would be in a deep enough sleep where you wouldn't even know that it happened. You understand? Because it's around bedtime any damn way. And for some of y'all, It happened in 2020 when they told you, unless you did that 2020, you can't work at your job. So let me see what kind of energy I can pull from this. Somebody is cussing each other out right now. Somebody with a serious tax issue. But I've said it before and I'm going to say it again. I am not a monkey. So I'm going to pull some energy and see what's going on right now. But I am not a monkey at all. They might have taken some of my DNA and they might have added other animals to it to create some other things from the original, but my ass is not no damn monkey to be experimenting with. And yes, I survived it and I lived it. And I don't give a damn if you try to light me up with energy weapons again tonight. I'm not a monkey, I'm a grown-ass woman. Oh yeah, y'all. I was waiting for them to do it. I knew they was going to do it. They tried to light my ass up last night with energy weapons. They was trying to light my ass. And the more they hit me with them damn energy weapons, the more I'm going to talk about it. The more I'm going to talk about it. No. Everybody's a victim. Don't get me wrong. They're doing this to all races. It's not, it's a class thing. They're doing this to all races of people. We all know they do. Everything happens to everybody. We understand that. It's not that at all. It's just that specifically the original prototype DNA is in the Black woman, the African woman. And that's the reason why, because oftentimes they'll find those of us in more, I think, like the East African region, like Ethiopia, Sudan, Ethiopia, that little region right there. I know they find a lot of 9 to 12 strands of DNA there. Okay. And they find people with those genetics inside of them. And they do these experiments on them. So Holy Spirit, please give me some energy on what we got going on right now, please. And thank you. Did you hear that woman in the interview when she said, what do you do when somebody that's been injected starts talking about something that you all don't like or approve of? Can't you just hit a button and take them out? And she said that their response was, well, we just wouldn't do that. In other words, yes, we can do that, but we just wouldn't. And that's what you're supposed to have faith and belief in. That's what you're supposed to trust. All I know is I didn't agree. I didn't volunteer. I didn't sign up for a goddamn thing. These people blocked my whole goddamn life. They blocked me from being able to save retirement money. They blocked me from taking the action in my life that I needed to take to prepare for my retirement years, like a lot of you all. So they owe me a lot of goddamn money. Because a lot of us right now do not have the funds and the finances to have the type of retirement that we would like to have, not because we're lazy, not because we didn't plan it, not because we didn't want to work hard all through our young years to make careful preparation, but because we were taken captive, we were isolated, we were blackballed, we were blocked, we were experimented on, and we were completely stopped from doing what we needed to do to prepare for our retirement. It's not our fault. So now some of us are in a place right now where we just might have to work for the rest of our lives until we 90 years old damn near to survive. And I'm just wondering when people are going to stand up, we might need to get into some Ogun energy. It's sitting here. I'm going to look into that. It's time for spiritual warfare. Oh, yeah. Well, what happens is if you have inheritance money, God forbid reparations, but if you actually have inheritance money that your grandmother worked for, your grandfather, your great-grand, and they left it to you, but they want to experiment on you. They will block, Elon Musk will block your family and get the government to support them in blocking you from getting your inheritance money so that he can have you isolated in order to create a circumstance whereby they can get control over you, meaning put you into psychiatric care or get you into jail or into poverty where you're homeless because you're blackballed from working anywhere. Okay? He will take actions in the government with your family's permission to block your money and inheritance that was left for you, just so he can have access to your energy to experiment with, making deals with your family members. That's why I say it's not a race thing, because the same way when slavery got chattel slavery, specifically when chattel slavery turned into chattel slavery, that same mentality that some of your family members right now that have signed contracts and agreements to have you isolated and gang stalked just so that they could line their pockets because they can't manifest prosperity the same way you can, because they ain't done none of the work, because they lazy, because they don't have the same discipline as you, so they're willing to make an underhanded deal with anybody and betray you. It's the same way during chattel slavery that the Africans that sold our brothers and sisters into slavery had that same mentality. Well, I don't like you. You're my family. I'm jealous of you. So if I could get rich off of you, I'm going to just sell you. I don't got no loyalty to you because you black, you African, you my family. I don't give a damn about that. Not realizing that when you do something when you don't do what's best for the group, eventually whatever befalls and happens to one of you is going to happen to everybody. But people are too blind to see that because they're blinded by greed. So that's why I said, even with the race thing, that don't mean nothing, because half the people would sell you out of any race and culture. It's about the energy signature and the spirit of these people, the vibration, the mindset. Because half of y'all are dealing with the problems you're dealing with right now because of people in your family and people in your community that are not burning with hunger. And when they sign these contracts, they wasn't burning with hunger. They had a roof over their head and food on their table. It just was not what they wanted. And because these unhealed assholes get their confidence and validation from an outside source instead of internally, they were willing to do anything for money. Most of the people that betrayed you, regardless of the race of the person that on top pulling the puppet strings, they can't do it without the cooperation of your family. They can't do it without the cooperation of your community and the people that are around you. The reason why these people are able to pull off the bull crap that they pull off is because people are in compliance and agreement out of jealousy, envy, greed, and hate. All right, let's go. Give me some energy. Let's see what's going on here with these Truman Show scenarios. A spiritual Karen. Somebody might be a spiritual Karen with an entitlement complex. All I know is I'm owed some retirement money. For every year of my life, these people blocked my ass. They are a fraud. Your family. This is about a family relationship dynamic. They are a fraud. Third eye. Yup. Entity attachment. I can't make it up. And did these cards fly over here while I was doing this? I didn't even see it. Something could be going on with a dog. Listen, y'all. Wow. This has to do with your third eye. So those of you that might have like a very active pineal gland, the pineal gland, okay, it sits right below the pituitary gland, okay. When they study it in science, it's referred to as area 25 of your brain, okay. In East India, that dot they wear, it represents the gateway to enlightenment, okay, the third eye, okay. Everybody has their intuition third eye between their brows. but some people's intuition is blocked. Some people have a calcified pineal gland, and some people have an active pineal gland. And some people kill and eat people's pineal glands. But with this third eye energy, something was done to you, and it had to do with because of your third eye. And I told you, with this transhumanism, Elon Musk was experimenting with, and now Mark Zuckerberg with him, and I'm gonna put everybody's name in here in a minute. They wanted to experiment with the people who have very active pineal glands and your third eye. You might have a spiritual gift or ability, or you might even just have the capability but not have gone online yet. You might have your spiritual gifts and abilities latent inside of you. You understand? This whole gang stalking thing, okay, is about lowering your vibration. It's to make sure you don't get too happy. It's to make sure you don't get love. They even have had a government program, this red pillar and alpha male strategy. Those are government programs to keep men and women separated with a negative attitude toward love, to make it look like if you're a man that wants real love, that you're a sucker. And it's a vulnerability and a weakness. And if you're a woman, it's because you're goofy and you're a stupid woman for wanting love. And they wanted me to tell y'all, love does not weaken you as a man or as a woman. What love actually does is it strengthens you and it makes you powerful. Did you know that? Love makes you powerful, but you have to be open and vulnerable enough to give and receive it. And you have to be open to receiving the pain that comes along with teaching you the lessons, so that you can attract the right kind of love. Okay. You don't get love all the time on the first, second, third try. You have to be vulnerable and open enough to getting the lessons you need to know where to put boundaries in, to learn what love actually is and all those things. And it actually makes you more powerful. This is why in the Matrix movie, the first one, when he died, Trinity brought him back to life because she said, I love you, real love. And it literally brought that man back to life. When a real man and a real woman, or when there's a man that receives real, genuine love, it's like the purest cocaine. When a man receives genuine love, sometimes even a taste of it for the first time in their life, some men, it strengthens them so much, it empowers them to take action on the behalf of their family, their community, and want to fight for something and stand for something. You understand? Other men that are a little more toxic, it makes them want to kill the person that gave them the love because of their bad behavior. They only got one snort. They only got one sample of it, and they couldn't get any more because of their bad behavior. They were told you have to clean up before you can come back and get more. And they were so triggered by it that they literally killed the person that gave them that hit of love. Love is the highest vibration. And when a man and a woman come together in pure love with no outside agenda, it empowers that man and it empowers that woman and it strengthens both of them. And this is why the government has orchestrated all these different stupid mind controlling programs and narratives out here to stop men and women from coming together in real love. Instead, they've got witchcraft covens and cults orchestrating all this isolation and gang stalking, forming circles around real men and circles around real women to make you give up hope on love. And when you give up that hope on love, they're hoping your heart will turn cold and your heart chakra will be blocked, because they know when you get up here, this is when the power starts flowing in. And when you get together with another person that's operating up here, you're unstoppable and they want to hold all the power. Do you understand me? Love strengthens a man. Love strengthens a woman. That's why they don't want you to find your true love. That's why they will go over, above, and beyond to block you from getting a woman that has a pure spirit, that will give you pure love, or a pure man with a pure spirit. They want to hook him up with a Jezebel. They want to catfish him. They want to surround him with bad women to break his heart over and over and over again, and hope that it'll shut his heart chakra down and he'll just give in and be like, I'm going to just be a player the rest of my life. But that's not by accident or coincidence. They do that to good men that have divine spark and light in them on purpose. They try to break him just like they try to break her. These are government programs. So what's going on here is, like I told you before, they orchestrate things, okay, in order to get control of people that have an active pineal gland and an active third eye, okay? So somebody that is a fraud with an entity attachment in your family dynamic, they orchestrated something so they could get paid, okay? This is their sacrifice. That might have been you. Now these two people are cussing each other out that set you up because you didn't die, okay? Catfish, dating scam for stability and resources. So the person that catfished and dated you, that person knew that you had an active pineal gland and a third eye because they will put up to set you up to be injected, okay? And a sickness has overtaken them. This person's getting karma for partaking in this right now. And someone that has an entitlement complex to the point of delusion. And don't worry, the situation is being spearheaded and guided by your ancestors right now. Whoever you are, it's best to stay at the location that you're at right now, okay? Because if wherever you're living at right now, if you try to make any sudden moves anywhere else, they're going to try to orchestrate your death. You'll be protected, but to make it easier for your ancestors to protect you, it's best just to stay stationary with what is familiar to you right now. You understand? Let me tell y'all something real quick. And I don't care what y'all say about me, because I'm going to say whatever the hell I want to say. This is the QUAN Yin show. I was watching a woman just talking about inflation and how she can't afford to live on her own. And this is unbelievable. In this day and age, we're all losing it. This is crazy. We don't know how we're going to survive. This, that, and the other. This, that, and the other. I was just thinking, you understand, a woman living alone by herself is kind of like a new thing, unless she was a seer or something. But even women and men living alone as a bachelor, that's kind of like new. And that's got to do, with society, modern society, advanced society, things changing and whatnot. Okay, give me one sec, y'all. So I cleanse and remove, craft, and protect my crown chakra and third eye. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know they coming for me. Y'all know they coming for me. Give me a second. So, protect my chakra. Third eye. Gotta put some more oil in my little jar. Give me a sec, y'all. Yes. This oil I know I can protect my throat chakra, crown chakra, my third eye. All right. Y'all understand, back in the olden days, okay, before America, where, you're born in a society where there are jobs available, social services, social systems, way back in the day, way back in the day when, everybody pretty much has had villages. People lived in villages and caves all over the world, on every continent, every race, okay? Anything that was a shelter from the rain, for the most part. You can find huts in Europe, Asia, Africa, South America, Australia, everywhere you go. It's just shelter. You can find where people lived in caves in every continent all over the world. It's just covering from the rain. Back in the olden days, most people, you were farmers, okay? And from farming, as society advanced and created cities and modern societies, you could, of course, branch out into cities and modern society and get a job and get your own place and other things. But for the most part, you come from a family where your family had that land and everyone lived on the village, and it was communal farming, and that's how everyone lived, okay? And if you go out here in the world, in most countries, and things don't work out for you, what do? If you're in a country that doesn't have social systems, you go back to the village you come from, because you might not be living the life you want, but hey, you're just going to go back to farming and village living to survive. You understand? Okay. So it was a thing long ago where for the most part, and what I'm referring to is your ancestral protection, making it easier by staying in one place. Okay, why they're saying don't do a whole lot of moving around. You lived with your family unless you got married. If you got married, then you went and you were under your husband's protection. I'm just being realistic about it. Women needed to live in this type of a way with men in order to be protected, because they didn't have the police a long time ago. This is why women didn't generally go outside of a certain distance of their village or without their man or an escort or whatever the case may be. Because if you were an unescorted woman, then you were free game to any man out in the wild that just wants to grab you and throw you on the ground and have his way with you. So as a way of protection, women live together with their families, with their brothers, their cousins, uncles, husbands, whatnot. Okay. And they had certain types of laws. I think with Islam, I think it was a thing where it's a certain amount of feet or distance wherein a woman was not supposed to go without outside of the reach of her husband. And that was not like, she's not supposed to be more than a certain amount of yards away from her husband. Okay. We're talking about long ago. Okay. And the reason for this was not for a male chauvinist reason. The reason for this is for that type of society where there are no police, where you pick up the phone and call 911, you're within a certain distance. So if you're being attacked or being threatened by another man or animal or something, your man or the men that are responsible for your safety are close enough to protect you. Okay. So it's so interesting. People are stressed out right now about not being able to afford to live by themselves and pay their own bills. And it's just a thing where it's so sad that in a more modern society, because if you grew up in America or a European country that's a lot more modern, capitalism, jobs, opportunities have made it easier for people to make their own money and to live solo on their own. But, and this has also created a lot of division in families, which need to be, because some families are toxic. But while it allows you to separate from a toxic family, it also kind of isolates you from protection as well, even if your family's not that safe. And I was just thinking, when the woman was expressing her disappointment and frustration about not being able to afford to live alone anymore, I was thinking about how a lot of people that have grown up in modern societies have grown up in a bubble. America is a bubble. America's a bubble where you are coddled because of how it's set up. Off of capitalism, what it was built off of, slavery, a whole lot of other things. But a lot of people really don't realize as America comes apart and the police come apart and systems break apart, you're going to need to put a structure together or get back under some kind of protection and structure where you can be protected. And it's only because you're living in a bubble for so long and so many generations that you forgot what it's really like all over the world, in other countries and other places that have not had that thing where you can call the police at 3:00 in the morning because your boyfriend yelled at you or your husband yelled at you and you got offended or this, that, and the other. It's changing back to where it may have to be a dynamic once again where people live together with their families like they did once before. And I'm talking about because of money. People might need to, and it's a normal thing. It doesn't mean that you're a failure. It does not mean that you're a failure if you live with your parents until you marry. That's the way things used to be. A lot of cultures are able, and families, to thrive and do well financially because they never changed that culture. So it's not a whole bunch of money and resources being drained in other directions because the whole family lives together. Even the children that are adults, they live at home until they marry. So they get to save a whole lot of money. And I feel like slowly we are going to be going back to that. I'm sorry, excuse me. Who is Guy Royale? Wait a minute. Did somebody just call somebody a crackhead? Hold on. All right, Guy Royale. Bye-bye. Take your ass on out of here. All right. Okay, thank you. But I'm just being honest, and thank you, y'all. I'm being honest and realistic with you all, okay? I'm talking logic. I'm talking logic and good sense. If you look at the news right now, and you look at California and places that can't get a police response, what if you're a woman and there are men breaking into your home to assault you and there's no police response and you're by yourself? All I'm saying is the way society is headed and the way that things are becoming unraveled in America, which is really a bubble where you've been coddled. Okay. It's a different type of a thing. America is a very unique type of thing. It is a bubble. Okay. It's like a dreamland. It's been like a place where people waste water with water parks, like, but it's a bubble. And that bubble has popped. So you might have to start thinking again, realistically, in coming together if you don't have a family, for protection as a woman, even men. And if you have a functional family, there's no shame as a grown man or a grown woman with living with your parents and everybody resourcing and pooling their money together so everyone can have enough to eat, drink, have roof over their head, and be protected and have protection. Because again, in many cultures, the reason it's been the way it's been is so women could be protected, right? I mean, it's got its good and bad part of that, because we know people take advantage too, pedophiles and rapists and things. I mean, everything has a good and a bad side, but I'm just speaking honestly to you all, okay? It's something to think about and really consider. And if you don't have a family like me, I don't have a family at all. I don't have anyone, period. Okay. If you've been isolated, gang stalked from your family, community, and you've been out in the wilderness by yourself, you might want to consider trying to build a community with other women for protection. I'm just saying by 2030, things are going to look very different. Okay. So what this is talking about, it is best to stay where you are right now. The situation is being spearheaded and guided by your ancestors. The scenario that I explained to you about in some cultures, I believe it's in Muslim culture or other cultures too, where back in the day, it was a rule a woman could not go a certain distance and range outside of wherever her husband was, because he needed to be able to be within proximity to protect her if another man or men or a bunch of young men all came around and suddenly saw a woman by herself. You understand? So she had to be, because we're not thinking about like you're in America. We're thinking in places that are not set up in that type of way. So it's the same thing here. Your ancestors right now, wherever you are, no matter how bad it is, whatever it is that you're going through, whoever this is resonating with, you're not in a place where anything bad can happen. And your ancestors that are helping you spiritually, they have a hang on the situation with everyone that's around you. They have an eye on it. They're watching, and everything is in place where they can easily block and this, that, and the other. You understand? It's familiar is the word I'm looking for. It is familiar where you are right now. So they're familiar with the people and their tactics, what they do and how they move. So it's easy for them to protect you because you're giving your ancestors proximity where you are right now. Everybody's predictable. They know the moves they make, how they make it. It's repetitive. It's easy. But if you move to a brand new environment, they're going to have to figure the situation out all over again. It's unfamiliar. So now they're going to have to find new ways to remove threats, and the ones that are not threats, that are just nuisances, they're going to have to find new ways to deal with it. And remember, your ancestors are a real thing. It's not for play. Your ancestors, it's not for play. They have to put work in spiritually to create protection around you. So if you go somewhere else in unfamiliar territory, now they've got to start working with people and working through people to create protection around you once again. Right now, where you are is familiar to them. The nuances around you are familiar to your ancestors, and they know how to block them. They know how to deal with them. Okay. So that's why they're saying it is best to stay where you are right now. Okay. So wherever you are, you're safe. Okay. You're safe. You might have some spiritual warfare, but don't worry about it. You know how to protect yourself. You got your spiritual weapons and tools. Okay. And let me go ahead and jump in this read. And let's get started. See what kind of energy I can get. Why is Ogun out here first? Why is Ogun out here? Clarify Ogun. Okay. Somebody is unhappy because they're either getting fired or someone's not working with them. Okay. The Hierophant. Okay. And then I have the high priest or the high priestess or someone using their intuition. And then I see the Temperance card here. Someone could have Sagittarius in their chart. Someone could have Taurus in their chart or be a spiritual or religious leader. Okay. Somebody might be very unhappy because someone's not working with them or they have gotten fired. The Empress in reverse was planning something, but the Hierophant in reverse. Somebody's stuck in a cycle. So I don't know. Somebody might be embodying the energy of Ogun. Somebody already knows or has a connection with. A secret has come out. There's a secret that has come out. Okay. So I don't know. Somebody might be working with that Orisha right now. Okay. This is about a family relationship or dynamic. I'll get into that in just a minute. Again, we know someone has an entitlement complex to the point of delusion. Okay. Something could be going on about someone's dog or dogs. A sickness has overtaken someone. There are two people cursing each other out. These people might have tried to set you up because of your third eye. We talked about that already. There was a catfish and dating scam that went on. So somebody, whoever you are, somebody catfished you. But they catfished you because you have an active pineal gland and third eye. Whether or not you actively use your third eye, it's inside of you. It could be latent. All this isolation and gang stalking is about blocking you at every turn from anything that would bring joy into your life or make you happy and raise your vibration. That means blocking you from love, blocking you from foods that make you really, really excited and happy, blocking you from family and friends, going to parades or going outdoors and doing things with other people in the sun. If they can block you from the sun, they do that too, because the sun raises your vibration when you go out in it. And the reason is, if the more your vibration is raised, the more whatever your spiritual gifts and abilities connected to your third eye, they come online. Okay. The faster you're vibrating, the higher you're vibrating, that latent DNA inside of you gets hit that have to do with telepathy and your spiritual gifts. That's why they need you to be on a lower vibration and frequency. That's why they've had all these campaigns over the last 50 years to lower the vibration of the men and women on the planet by blocking good, wholesome music that promotes real love and instead replacing it with shallow, superficial, fake love and having value in things that are not real, confidence outside of yourself, because these are things that are low vibrational and they're artificial and they're fake. The television shows that used to educate, now there are shows to dumb you down. The music that used to talk about pure love and how I'll love you when your hair turns gray. I'll love you when you wrinkle. I'll love you. The love I have for you goes beyond your looks. You know, that type of music, those type of messages have been completely smuggled out and smothered out to be replaced for the youth, so that they get to the age where they're all NPCs now, looking for to rate women and men on a scale of 1 to 10. Okay. Your value is in how good you are in bed, and your value is based on your shape, how flat your stomach is, how big your butt is, your breast, and cute your face is. And then your value goes down the toilet after you turn 26. I mean, it's ridiculous, but this was a plan to shut everybody down, to shut everyone's heart chakra down, so you'll be operating in a lower vibration. So your spiritual gifts and abilities will not go online because you're not vibrating on love. You are vibrating on superficial, shallow things that fade away very easily. Okay. So you were catfished by somebody that was aware that you are very high vibrational and your third eye is working. Okay. And they were going to get paid a lot of money to set you up. And whoever this person is that set you up, you might have known this person since, or they've known you since you were a baby. Okay. Or someone has known someone. Let's talk about it. Who is, these two people are cursing each other out right now because someone didn't have the skills to pull off whatever they were trying to pull off with you. So let me go ahead real quick, because this is about a family and friendship dynamic. Holy divine spirit, please and thank you. Please give me, I want you to give me, for my collective, for all the people that are going through this, give me the races, the different identifiable markers of the people that have been setting them up in their family and community, please and thank you. I want you to give me, for my collective, Holy Divine Spirit, for my collective that has been oppressed in this type of a way, gang stalked, harassed for their spiritual gifts and abilities, whether they're latent inside of them because you can't get your vibration up because of intense warfare. Okay. Holy Divine Spirit, please give the confirmations to my collective of the people in their energy field, in their family and community that have been setting them up. Holy Divine Spirit, this is clarified. This is about a family relationship or dynamic. Holy Divine Spirit, clarified. This is about a family relationship or dynamic. Holy Divine Spirit, clarified. This is about a family relationship or dynamic. I have a feeling because they can't hide anymore. I mean, we already knew what they were doing. Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, all of them. Bill Gates, we already knew they were doing it in our face. I mean, they were trying to, Kenya is another place of a lot of people that have that 9 to 12 strands of DNA. They were already proposing to the president to not vaccinate, but microchip all the new babies. I mean, come on. Of course, you want to control all the people that have the 9 to 12 strands of DNA in the region of Kenya, Ethiopia, Sudan, not just there. It's all over Africa. You know, we've migrated there. You know, the human race has migrated all over, you know, the planet and all over Africa. You have people living as nomads that were driven out of northern Africa by the Arabs during the Ottoman Empire. But I have a feeling that people are going to raise up and revolt, and things are going to start turning damn near into like a Hunger Game, because I feel like they're in a position to fight back or with energy weapons now, but we'll see. Clarify, Holy Spirit, all the people, give confirmation to my collective of all the people involved in their gang stalking, their isolation. Good Lord. Someone's Jamaican. Your family is your hackers that are jealous of you. So, of course, you have jealous family. It's because of their jealousy of you. All right, Herbert Moore. Okay, that's for me. Holy Divine Spirit. Clarify for my collective, please. All of the family members, the NSA in Central Africa. A hidden enemy. Oh, really quick. Sidebar message. There is a Libra, intuitive goddess Latoya 333. She's a tarot card reader on YouTube. Angela Broxton from 12th Street Rittenhouse, Washington, D.C. Rita Drayton. Okay, she's part of this witchcraft cult from Arkansas. There's a woman by the name of Rankin that she's also a part of this witchcraft cult from Arkansas. Okay, she's a Gemini. Rita's Taurus. All of these women just recently in the last 24 hours, they've come together to try to do something for the full moon or whatever. To take, for one thing, they just wanted me to let you know, this is a witchcraft cult from Arkansas. Some of them are from DC. They're groupies. They're groupies because they're losers. And they are groupies to a real high priestess that they wish that they could be like. And because of that, they've dedicated their lives to stalking and obsessing real high priestesses that they wish they could be like. And because these women are losers and groupies, okay, they're all a part of the same cult. Shaquana Denson from Atlanta, Georgia. Intuitive Goddess Latoya 333 or Angel Therapy 333. She's a tarot card reader on YouTube, a Libra. Angela Broxton, Lysander Donnelly, Rankin. There's a woman. Her name is Rankin. Okay, she looks like a man. She's a Gemini. She's a friend of Rita Drayton's. All of these women, again, they are groupies. And when they see another woman that they're jealous of and envious of, that they admire, they start to obsess and become completely obsessed about that woman. And they will stalk, harass, monitor, suck D to get into any resource at the NSA, any government agency they can, just so that they could invade that woman's life and her privacy, so that they could copy her and try to emulate her energy, emulate her beauty when she has inner beauty and they don't any, because the beauty comes from your shadow work you do within, and you emanate that light. But I just wanted to put that out there because this jumped out and I didn't even want to talk about it. But 222 in my live right now for balance. Again, Intuitive Goddess Latoya 333, that tarot card reader on YouTube. She was the one doing all my death spells on me. She is a part of a cult along with Rita Drayton, a Taurus from Washington, D.C. and Arkansas. Okay. She was a sex slave as a child. Rankin, she's a Gemini. This is a woman. She looks like a man. She also is a part of this Arkansas cult. These are women with very low self-esteem. These are women that are groupies, once again, that obsessed over real divine feminines because they don't possess any real feminine energy. So when they lock into a real feminine, divine feminine, they become obsessed with her. They work with people. They're like, this is a group of ghetto gaggers, okay? And what they do is they ghetto gag and tag team people that are a part of the inner circle, okay? People that are a part of the inner circle that have jobs in the FBI, the NSA, and all these groups, and they become ghetto gaggers to them in order to have access to resources and information about their obsession, which is a real divine feminine that they wish they could be like. And they're going to spend the rest of their life running behind, chasing behind, spying on, peeking on, sniffing behind a real divine feminine because they are not. It don't make no sense. You got groupies. Somebody got groupies. All right. I'm like, really? Y'all are grown ass women. How do you follow a grown ass woman for 20 years being her groupies? Get some dignity. Get a hold of yourself. All right. So somebody is with the NSA. Somebody is Central African. Somebody new might be coming towards somebody. This is someone on your child's dad's side of the family. Okay. So somebody might be sending somebody. So your family is jealous of you, whoever you are. Your family is jealous of you. Somebody on your child's dad's side of the family is coming towards you. Okay. And there's somebody that was working with a Central African. Okay. And someone works for the NSA. But family just keeps coming out here. Family over and over and over again. So it's all your family. Lord have mercy. In Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, these are neighbors with a Haitian, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. I cannot make it up. Your uncle, the FBI, someone in the wealth class, 1%, someone's husband or wife. Somebody might work for might have an Airbnb named Ty Nichols. Okay. There's an old man named Ty Nichols. Africa Investments. You can look him up on YouTube right now if you want to. This man, he was working together with Rita Drayton, a groupie, Rankin, a woman that looks like a man, from Arkansas. They're all part of the same cult, to kill a high priestess. His name is Ty Nichols with Africa Investment. And what he does is he sets up expats to be killed with witchcraft in the Airbnb that he has. Nichols, Africa Investment. I will show you real quick. See, people gonna wish that they left me alone. This man, Ty Nichols, here he is. Let's take a look at him real quick. We're gonna put him up here. They're sending people to my house to do witchcraft right now, y'all. You might hear him yelling in the background. Somebody walking up on my gate right now to do some witchcraft, y'all. And it's okay. Y'all can look him up yourself if you want. I mean, but everybody's getting exposed today, though. I'll just show you. This is him, Ty Nichols, Africa Investment. Look him up. Everybody look him up. Africa Investment. Ty Nichols is his name. He ran out of money overseas in this East African / Central African country. And he's working together with Intuitive Goddess Latoya 333. He's working together with Rankin, a Gemini. Her last name is Rankin. It's a woman that looks like a man from Arkansas. Rita Drayton. All these people are part of the same cult. Shaquana Denson. And they're working together with this old man right here named Ty Nichols. Okay. He has an Airbnb in this Central African, East African country. And he sets up expats that they try to sacrifice, if they come to that country where he's in. Okay. And he's been working with the locals there to send them to try to do death spells to have a certain high priestess killed. Again, his name is Ty Nichols, Africa Investment Guide. Okay. Y'all can look him up yourself if you want, if you're interested. Okay. Child, I'm telling you, people are gonna wish they left me alone. People are gonna wish they left me alone. Okay. Your cousin is involved. And then I have, this is you, the emperor, the empress, the high priest, or the high priestess. So that's all the people I have here. Your cousin, you're the empress, high priest, high priestess. I have Ty Nichols, Africa Investments on YouTube. Okay. He sets up expats to be unalived and killed overseas at the Airbnb that he owns with other people. Okay. That's going broke. Okay, somebody's husband or wife. If he's married to a local, it's his wife that he's working with to have somebody killed, to set them up. I have the wealth class, 1%. There's someone here in the FBI. Your uncle is involved. A Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. That's Intuitive Goddess Latoya 333. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Rita Drayton from Washington, D.C. Rita Drayton, okay, a Taurus, a Haitian, a neighbor, a Aries, Leo, Sag. These people are all part of the same cult. Rankin, a Gemini that looks like a man, but she's a woman, from Arkansas, okay? And then whoever else is involved. Oh, people gonna wish they left me alone. They thought I was gonna be dead. All right, let's go, Holy Spirit. Tell me about the NSA. Yeah, these people, their days are numbered for creating conflicts in your life by hacking your phone and your laptop. They're very unhappy. Somebody's getting fired from their job with the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody's getting fired from their job. Okay, someone's having a big ego death right now because somebody's being blocked or they're cutting somebody off. Clarify right now. Yeah, because they thought something was going to be kept a secret with the Moon card. Clarify that Eight of Wands reverse. Clarify that Eight of Wands reverse. Okay, somebody's cut off from a Ten of Pentacles. Okay, and clarify that Moon, the Five of Pentacles. Clarify the Moon. Somebody knew from the past. They're letting something go. Now, Ty Nichols is a Cancer. I just thought I'd let y'all know. Ty Nichols in a Central African country, or could be considered East Africa or Central Africa. His name is Ty, T-Y, Nichols, Nichols. Ty Nichols. He kills. He sets up to be killed. American, especially Black American expats, okay, to be sacrificed. He is a Cancer, okay? He's a Cancer, so he's coming out as a Moon card. Somebody's getting cut off and cut out from this money, okay? Yeah, because he's been working together with his wife, a local, okay? He's a passport bro, to send night energies toward a high priestess to have her killed. And now he's under judgment because he can't take any more risk or chance. Okay. And they've been giving them information about locations the high priestess goes through the NSA. Yes? What y'all want me to say? Yes? Somebody's in their thoughts about something right now, about working together with him. Yeah. Because they are aware. Somebody's already aware. Somebody's very unhappy and they were trying to be strategic and do something real quick to try to hold something back. A narcissist that didn't want to let something go. So there's somebody worried about getting in trouble right now that was working together with the Empress reverse, a Libra. Yep, they thought they were being strategic with Shaquana Denson, a Leo, in reversing and ending quietly. But they got stuck in a cycle because you didn't die. Yeah, I know. They all started celebrating together. She started offering his old ass some PUSSY. Okay. So somebody's trying to be, and what about Central Africa? What about Central Africa, Holy Spirit? Somebody's a wounded warrior. Okay. Somebody's a wounded warrior that kept making spiritual offers against you. Okay. Because they feel defeated about an imbalance and they couldn't move something forward. A King of Pentacles reverse that was having sex with this person to get them to help them. Who's the King of Swords? Somebody that had planned something or that had partnered up with the air sign. Yeah. Yeah, this is somebody that partnered up with a Central African to do this. Okay. Holy Divine Spirit, what is this? Somebody on your child's dad's side of the family, new coming towards you. Somebody on somebody's child's dad's side of the family might be coming toward, someone might be being sent towards you from your child's dad's side of the family. Clarify. Somebody might be Indonesian. Someone could be Haitian. Somebody might be Haitian. I got Haitian twice. They might be in the collective watching this reading right now. Clarify, this is someone on your child's dad's side of the family. An uncle, aunt, father, or mother. An uncle, aunt, father, or mother on someone's dad's side of the family. These are friends with benefits. This is your son, someone's coworker. Your light triggers them, a tarot card reader that's insecure. Okay. Someone that you're dating or entertaining company with. So this might be someone that they're dating or entertaining company with right now. Anyone else? Okay. Someone could be Somalian. Someone might be on someone's mom's side of the family. Someone could be Vietnamese. Somebody might be a young woman between 18 and 35. And somebody might be someone's foster brother or foster sister. And this is someone's daughter as well. A young man between 18 and 35. An Arab. Y'all see, I posted a story this morning. These people are all NPCs, and it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse with these NPCs, y'all. And I'm going to tell you why. You see the young lady out. There was a story a man did on YouTube, and it was about a young woman that forced her 6-year-old son to perform oral sex on her with a blindfold on, and then was going to get that same child to perform oral sex on a man that she was trying to sell him to. And she was going to blindfold the child so that child would not be able to identify who he was doing it to. So essentially turning a 6-year-old child into like a sex machine or robot. And I can only imagine how sick this woman has got to be, like in her head, in her mind, the mental illness inside of her. But this is what we've got running around right now. A whole generation of literal soulless beings, NPC clone types, literally, that have no more humanity about them. Okay? They're straight walk-ins because they've successfully brought down the collective vibration of the next generation of humans on the planet, so that they are so emotionally wounded and damaged that these demonic spirits and entities can literally, like a house of mirrors, just walk straight through all of them. They don't even have to try to wait for an opening, because it's huge gaps and holes that allow them to easily navigate and move straight through humans like a goddamn wind tunnel. Okay? Because that's how damaged so many young people are right now. Okay? That are vessels. All right, Holy Divine Spirit. So who are these two people that are arguing right now? Clarify, these two are cursing each other out. Clarify, these two people are cursing each other out. So there could be a Libra having a fight with who? Someone's getting divorced. Someone they're getting divorced from. Someone that was in some very destructive energy. And now someone's backstabbed and betrayed because they didn't have the skills to take you out. Yeah. Tell me, who is having a fight with this Libra right now? Oh, okay. The Leo, the King of Pentacles reversed. So, or the Emperor. Okay. Aries, Leo, Sag. Okay. So the Libra is having a fight right now with, this could be an earth sign, or this could be an Aries. Okay, and they're cursing each other out because they didn't want to let go of what they were doing against you. They would not let something go. So these two are fighting right now. The Devil in reverse. Okay, somebody wanted to be recognized as a star, and they thought that they were going to steal your energy and silence you by having you isolated and gang stalked and eventually sacrificed. And they would be able to pop out as a star and be recognized. They would knock all of, and I feel like this has to do with the tarot card platforms. Anybody that had any kind of notoriety that people like or enjoy watching, this is someone, Intuitive Goddess Latoya 333. Okay. This is somebody that was working together behind the scenes with the CIA, with people in the FBI, people in this cult, to knock other readers out of the box by attacking them with death spells, trying to gang stalk and isolate them, and doing all kind of freezer spells so that she could be, I guess, top dog or whatever the case may be. At one point, she was even, when I was in Georgia, she was paying a man that was squatting next to me to break into my house and try to sexually assault me and rape me to try to get my energy. But I put a reading out there on purpose, talking about it to let him know. And I was about to show my gun on the thing, and the spirit said, "Don't you do that." But I just needed to let that man know while I was still in Georgia, if you come inside my house, I'm gonna shoot you. I'm gonna shoot you in your ass, and I'm gonna shoot you in your head and in your heart. And I'm not playing with your goofy ass at all, period. Okay, the gun laws in Georgia are very good. But Intuitive Goddess Latoya 333 at one time, she really wanted to be like the star. Like she wanted to suppress all the other readers that were getting any kind of notoriety. So she was doing a whole bunch of spell work on me, and not just me, other readers too, and death spells on me. She was doing all kind of things because she signed a contract to take me out. And she got so desperate one time for my energy that, again, she actually paid a man to break in my house to sexually assault me to get my energy. But he never did it, because when I pulled the cards, they said he's in a mental imprisonment about getting shot. And he was correct. He would have gotten shot. He would have gotten shot and robbed. Oh, yes. Because if you break into my house to hurt and harm me and I have to shoot you, I'm going to shake you down too and see if you got any money in your pockets or anything of value at all whatsoever. See if you have a bank card. Because if I shoot you because you broke in my house and you happen to have bank cards in your pocket too, I feel like I'm entitled to, and I have every right to go shopping on Amazon and to spend anything you have in your pocket until the ambulance get there and take you away. And how they going to know your ass is dead any damn way? Y'all understand what I'm saying? And I know y'all are in agreement. If somebody break in your house with the intention of harming you and you shoot them and take them out, check their pockets and make sure they don't have a wallet and money, because you might as well get something out of the situation before the ambulance get there. Matter of fact, have an Amazon wish list already ready. So just in case, you know. But she wanted to be the star, and she was the wounded warrior. And she was working together with this Aries, and she didn't want to let something go. And now they're all exposed. The Nine of Pentacles reverse. This might be something could be going on with her stability right now, or his stability. The Six of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, these people are not getting the money that they once were allowed to steal through AdSense, through hacking, because they were allowed to hack a lot of other readers. They were allowed to hack a lot of other readers' platforms, their AdSense, and take their money and steal it. They were allowed to manipulate their views. They were allowed to do whatever they wanted because they're a part of this secret society. So they were allowed to do whatever they wanted, basically. And that's just what they were doing. What somebody said? She always using herself as an example. All right, so that's who's cursing each other out right now. What's the obstacle right now between this Libra, Queen of Swords? She feels defeated. I can't make it up. Y'all can see these cards. I don't got to make a goddamn thing up. There's an Aries and there's a Libra, the Queen of Swords. She feels defeated right now because she didn't want to let something go. Okay. Yeah, this spiritual practitioner that's about to be homeless, the Nine of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, because she did all this magic. This is the reason she's sick. The Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles got to do with sickness. I can't make it up. This is the reason that they keep getting sick and she can't recover. The Nine of Wands reverse. She can take medicine to cover it, but she's sick. Somebody is pulling their energy out of something because they're having an ego death right now. Clarify that Eight of Cups. They thought they were going to make something out of this full moon that we're under right now. I have the devil card, that Capricorn. What about this Capricorn? This Capricorn didn't want to let go of something either, but they can't cause an illusion. You know how you kill a cult? Do you know how you wipe out a secret society? Do you know how you dead a plot? By knowing the names of the people involved, the faces of the people involved, and not being afraid to speak the truth. The truth always kills the lie. The truth always stands its ground. The truth will always nullify and neutralize and completely obliterate every illusion. It will dispel every illusion these people try to make and create. When you come with nothing but the truth and the truth only and a pure heart, your sword is like a two-edged sword. Your tongue is like a two-edged sword. When you don't have no goddamn cut cards and you don't fear nothing and you don't care about what you look like on your platform, you don't care about what you sound like, and you don't care about what nobody got to say about you, but you come with the raw truth. You come with the names of the people and exactly who they're connected to and exactly how they did what they did and what they're doing, and you have no fear in your heart. Your tongue is like a two-edged sword. People are afraid of the truth and the light because nothing can stand against the truth. And that's what I stand for, is the truth. I stand for the ugly, the good, the bad, the ugly. It don't matter. And I dare her to defend herself. Any of them. Anybody I call out on this platform. I dare you to stand up for yourself and try to call me a lie. Anybody. Everything I have said to you all is the truth. There might be an Aquarius that feels defeated right now. Somebody is under judgment. And this might be with the actual law. Let's go. Somebody might be under judgment with the law right now for what these idiots, this dumbass cult has been doing. The Chariot, this could be Ty Nichols in Central Africa, or it could be considered East Africa, Central Africa. Ty Nichols with Africa investment, the Chariot. Yeah, it's either they're cutting him off or he's cutting them off right now. Yep. Because somebody's in the same energy. Somebody's under judgment right now. And somebody's taking very quick action. Somebody that took very quick action for an Aquarius to try to make a spiritual offer really quick. And they didn't get what they wanted. The Emperor in the reverse, which was what their complete wish fulfillment was, to get the money that they were being offered. Clarify, this is their sacrifice. I have the Queen of Cups here, a mother figure, but the spell work backfired and these people were kicked out your energy. Somebody could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or somebody could be a mother figure. But some spell work backfired and these people got kicked out of their energy. Somebody was trying to sacrifice either a water sign or a mother figure. And they got kicked out of her energy or this water sign's energy. Yeah, these people all came together because they're childish. They're demons. What do you expect from demons? What do you expect from demons? They have entity attachments. See, they're like gremlins and hyenas. Like, you know, they'll do something stupid and get their arm cut off. And while they're bleeding out and they have an arm hanging off, all the other ones will start laughing like they're high, like Cheech and Chong or something in a motorcycle accident. You understand? This is the behavior of demons. While demons are being destructive and things are breaking and being destroyed and people are dying around them due to their stupidity and carelessness, they don't care because they're demons. And they'll laugh hysterically as it's happening because they get off on that negative energy. They get off on negative energy. They get off on that low vibrational energy, on people's pain and suffering. And they'll cry and laugh at the same time. Have you ever seen a demon when they're at the height of their madness and they finally got their just due and they're being carried off to jail and they put the handcuffs on them and they're laughing hysterically and crying at the same time like the Joker or something? That's the behavior and the marker, the energy signature of demons. Demons will laugh and cry at the same time at their pain when they're addicted to chaos. Chaos is their environment. So when chaos is happening and people's heads are being blown off and a little baby is chopped in half and horrible things are happening, they see a 2-year-old shot in the head. It's like they are getting off, having orgasms and like licking their mouth around and it's like they're crying and laughing at the same time. It's orgasmic to them. If you remember in the movie Gladiator, the actor that played as Commodus, when they were having the battle in the ring in Gladiator, and he was seeing all the gory fighting and blood and the heads rolling off of people, he was getting so turned on and orgasmic and excited. At one point, he jumped up and stuck his chest out, and he stuck his tongue out his mouth and was like, I love it. You know, that's the energy that these people are in. Whether it's pain that they're feeling or witnessing of someone close to them, they're getting sexually aroused. You understand? Oh, yeah, sure. I don't have no problem calling nobody's name out that's a part of any of these cults, because me personally, I've had enough. I've had enough of my life being, I'm so pissed off, y'all. I am so pissed off that these people blocked off over longer than 10 years of my life. Do you understand how important and vital a certain season of your life is for you to make preparations for when you turn 50 and get older? The reason that we work hard in our youth is because when we get older and we don't have the same steam and energy for the creations that we make when we're younger, we'll be able to rest and relax like the grasshopper and the ant. And when these people interfere, trying to steal from divine, hardworking people that are disciplined, that sacrifice and are focused, because we're responsible and we're making plans for our future so that we can live a soft life in our 50s, in our 60s and 70s and not have to be slaving away at a job. And they take those years away from us while we're trying to plan our lives. It pisses you off. It's like, y'all are blocking me from me doing what I need to do for me. It's like, come on, let's block them. Let's stop them. And then they don't get in the end what they wanted. No, and nobody has anything now. You understand? It's like two people are in an ocean. There are two people in a damn ocean, okay? And the one person that knows how to swim, that can get to the boat and bring the boat closer to the person that don't know how to swim, the person that don't know how to swim, they already have something to hold on to so that the person that knows how to swim can get the boat. But instead, they grab onto the person that knows how to swim and they bind up their arms and try to pull them to the bottom of the ocean and drown them. And then when they're finished drowning them, now nobody's there to rescue them and they're stuck and they can't get the boat either. So both of them die. That's demonic. It's stupidity. It's demonic. What's this about someone's dog? They want me to give somebody clarity about what happened to a dog. Okay, I'm not a dog person. I'm a cat person. But they want me to give somebody clarity about your dog or dogs. You could have one or more dog. What happened to somebody's dog? Matter of fact, let me do this. Just tell me who's involved and the person will probably know. All right. What happened with somebody's dog, Spirit? Who's involved in doing something to somebody's dog? Who's involved? Somebody that cuts grass, a landscaper, someone on your child's mom's side of the family. Okay. For somebody, if somebody did something to your dog, it was someone on your child's mom's side of the family, and it could be someone that works outdoors. They might have gotten somebody that works outdoors. They might cut grass, or maybe they are a groundskeeper or something like that. They might trim the hedges or something like that. Who are the people involved in this dog energy for somebody? An Indonesian. Who are the people involved? The FBI. Okay, there's an Indonesian that does work for the FBI, whether directly or indirectly. A squatter, and somebody's foster brother or foster sister was involved. Who is involved in doing something to this person's dog or dog spirit? Okay. A Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Your play brother or play sister. A grandfather figure. What's this? A black man. There could be a young man between 18 and 35. Someone might be Arab too. Who are the people involved? Someone might be Arab as well. Who are the people involved in doing something to someone's dog or dogs? Or whatever the situation is surrounding a dog? The NSA? Okay, so this is, okay, got it. Your cousin or someone's cousin, a squatter, your aunt, someone's aunt, and someone at the NSA. So the reason the FBI and the NSA come out is the same reason how they attack me. The NSA, that's how they track your movements. When they're going to target you or your home to do something to you, the NSA, their part is to track your movements. And then the FBI, they're the ones that will send an op out to be physically there to carry out whatever the thing is. Meaning, if they want to poison your dog, someone at the NSA will chart your movements through your cell phone or whatever surveillance they have on you. If they have a chip in your body or your cell phone, it's like the government is just one big bully. It's like the government functions together literally as one damn big bully. It's one big ass bully, right? A bully ass family. So the NSA, they'll be watching you. They know your patterns and where you go. So if you're headed out to the grocery store, okay, go ahead. And then I want you to park in front of them and on the sides and act like your car broke down so they can't leave. And hold them at the grocery store until we get done inside their house. They used to do it to me all the time. And while the NSA is tracking your movements, when you get to the grocery store, someone on the ground will block your car in and act like their car is broken down. And then someone in the FBI will have someone in your community or neighborhood or a squatter quickly climb through your window or use a magnet to open your locks and go in your home and do whatever they're going to do or hop over your fence. Okay, this is how they work together. Because with me, they track my movements through my phone and by what's in my body. And that's how they let the people outside my home that follow me and throw witchcraft at me know, oh, she's coming out her front door. She's in the back door now. She's moving into this part of the house right here. So you're going to have to move the energy weapon in this type of a way. This is what the hell the NSA does. This is what these idiots do. Somebody might be Vietnamese. Okay. So this might be a Vietnamese person that works at the NSA that's giving these people the deets to track you. So this dog issue, these people got together to do whatever they did surrounding a dog. Somebody's auntie was involved. There's a squatter up around you involved. Somebody's cousin was involved. Someone's a grandfather figure. There's a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn that came out with your play brother or sister, your play brother or sister. And then I have a black man, okay? And the NSA and FBI was helping them to carry this foolishness out. What did they do to someone's dog? What did they do to somebody's dog spirit? Somebody's moving the calmer waters about something that was working on something and they wanted to be childish. Yeah. So they created an illusion. Okay. So whatever they did, okay, what to hold them back. Okay. Whoever you are, you're trying to move to calmer waters. You could be trying to physically move and relocate. You might either be trying to physically move and relocate, or you just might be working on something to move past a situation. Okay. These people are mad at you because you're either moving past a situation or you're physically moving, and they want it to be childish. So whatever happened involving your dog, or if your dog's behavior is weird and you suspect your dog was injected or poisoned, or if anything is going on weird with your dog right now, you noticed anything at all, whatever type of illusion they created, they did that to you. And they did it just to be childish, literally, because that's what you pay taxes for. You pay taxes for the FBI and the NSA to utilize government resources to be freaking childish. I'm telling you, they're coming unraveled. Clarify, a sickness has overtaken them. Somebody might not be able to see something, or something could be being blocked right now. Or someone might even have to make a decision. A King of Wands reverse. This is someone that could be overly sexual, or a prostitute, or someone that their self-worth only has to do with their looks or their ability to have sex. They think that's the only thing that they're good for. Okay. Something, their health is declining very quickly. Oh, what's the Two of Swords? Are they going to have to make a decision? They couldn't backstab and betray somebody. Somebody is still balanced. Okay. They tried to orchestrate something with a Capricorn. They were working they were working together with the Capricorn to do something. Or this Capricorn is a prostitute type energy, and their health might be declining very quickly. What else? A Page of Pentacles didn't have the strength to do something. This could be a younger Virgo or a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay. Yeah, they didn't have the strength to do something. This could be someone's child. Someone's child might be like the prodigal. Somebody's child might be like the prodigal son, but this might be like the prodigal daughter that just has not learned yet, but you might love them anyway. Yeah, somebody was in some night energy trying to do some magic with a Capricorn, and it didn't work. All right. So someone's health is declining very, very quickly. All right, let me get some more energy here. All right, Holy Divine Spirit, what is the energy crown in this read? Let's go all the way there with this. Yeah, y'all expats that I know a lot of people right now are looking, and I know a lot of people are not too, and that's okay too. I am not judging anyone or pointing any fingers at anybody. Okay. I know some people are like, this is my home, I'm never leaving America, and that's fine. And I'm not criticizing you because of it at all. You know, wherever you feel best at, or your roots are, or whatever's best for you. I'm not labeling anybody or anything. You just do what's best for you. Leaving was best for me because they were trying to take my life and kill me. And then they were doing things with my bank account. And I had to make some decisive moves with my money and with my life physically, because they were closing in on me. They were really trying to like hurt me really bad. And they were really closing in on me. I had no other choice. I literally was running. So the reason I left America is because they tried to actually kill me. And then they actually were able to bribe people to block my bank wire transfers and all kinds of things. So I didn't even feel safe with my money in the bank. So I wanted to hurry up, and I had to even rush and buy a house and spend my money before they could try to do something to it or come up with something. Because, you know, the longer you keep certain things in a certain way, if you're being targeted for a specific reason because you're a very important person, they're going to think of a way to block your money, even if it's in a bank. They'll find a way to block or freeze your money. So I would suggest, if you're being heavily targeted and you're thinking about relocating, moving, or making any money moves, have some money in the bank and have some cash on you somewhere stashed. have some money in the bank and have some money somewhere else. Because these people, they completely abuse their access to resource and power, and they don't care about the laws. They honestly don't care about the law or breaking it. You already know that. They literally do not care about honoring any laws, because they blocked my bank wire to pay for my house where I'm at right now. And I had to fly all the way back to America and physically walk into the bank. And I begged the woman at Bank of America, I had to beg her ass, please don't take a bribe. Please don't take a bribe to block my wire transfer. Y'all, I'm here in person. I'm pissed off. I had to fly all the way from Africa back to the Bronx, New York to do this. I said, ma'am, please do not take a bribe. And she was like, oh, we would never. And then she took a bribe and they blocked the transaction. And that's why the Holy Spirit told me, do not leave back out of America until you've seen that the money wire transfer has gone through, because they're going to try it again. And they did. They did. They tried to literally tell me everything is fine. You can get on a plane and go back. Right after I did the transfer, they were like, go ahead, you can leave. Go ahead, you fine. We got it. You came in the bank in person and you did the wire transfer. You good. Child, I was like, yeah, okay. And then I waited for 2 days. That transfer was supposed to go through within 1 hour. You understand? And I had to march my ass in that bank and take all my money out of it and put it into a different bank and then do the transfer again. And then I had to go into Manhattan, one of the wealthiest neighborhoods in Manhattan, because I knew it's less likely that a person that might live and maybe work in a wealthier area will take a bribe because they're not as desperate. I literally had to go all the way to Manhattan to a very wealthy area to do the bank wire. And the bank wire went through in 1 hour. But to have to play checkers and bounce all over the place, to be targeted in that type of a way, you understand, they're not following any goddamn law. They're not worried about going to jail, because the people that are members of this, they're told that they have immunity. So they have no fear of going to jail if they take money from your bank account, if they block your money, if they steal it and be like, oh, we're going to have to do a 60-day investigation to find out where 150 grand went. You understand? So whether you decide to stay in America or leave, no judgment, no saying one thing is better than another. I'm not for all that. You do what's best for you. But all I know is, for me, I had to do what I needed to do to protect my life. And I was being divinely guided and orchestrated. What is the energy crowning this read right now, Holy Spirit? I'm going to tell y'all what it is. It's like Elon Musk and all of his little passport bro friends, including himself, that are sociopaths because they don't have any real love. So they don't know how to interface with nature, and they don't know how to interface with organic human beings that know how to feel love, universal love, for themselves and for others. So they're very ice cold in how they live their life. They're almost robotic in a sense. And they don't have any humanitarianism about them. They know how to perform being a humanitarian because I'm sure that they have like advisors on empathy, how to look empathetic. I'm sure they have advisors like, the people that make bad people look good. Not paparazzi. What's it called? When you're a public figure and you have somebody that controls your public image by telling you what to say and what not to say, and make donations to this charity so we can make you look this way. They're in charge of your image. Okay. Elon Musk is against love. Okay. He does not want to see men and women that he wants to experiment on working together and coming together and having real love and things like that. That means nothing to him at all whatsoever. So he doesn't see you as a human being. And his worst fear is that women and men will start healing. They'll start healing from a heart space. They'll start healing their confidence. They'll start healing from their inner child wounds. And then they'll open up their heart to love with their divine counterparts, men and women. Because if men and women come together and it's fueled by love, it will strengthen them. It'll strengthen the family and strengthen the communities. And where there's strength in communities, it's a stronger foundation. It's not as easy for these people to just do whatever they want and experiment and have access to all the children to do the sex trafficking with and have people in there. It's not as easy because you get stronger men that actually stand for something. You get stronger men that get attention for doing the right thing, and women that support those men, and strong women that also do the right thing and stand for something. When you have more authentic people acting in real human authentic energy with universal love. He does not want people healed and coming together because he just wants society to decline, like the woman in the video, in the story, the YouTube that I was playing for you earlier. If you watch it from the beginning, go to my post and watch that video from the beginning. That woman was talking about the future and how they're seeing the human race. It's just going to be like the elites, and everybody else is going to degrade into like an animal state. Like all the other humans are going to, like, you know what I mean? They're going to degrade as society unravels to an animal state where you can treat them all like slaves. And it will be like slavery. And people won't be getting it or pursuing an education anymore. No more higher learning. It's just going to be like the elites. And I'm not talking about race. I'm talking about classism right now, because this is where we're headed. We already had slavery of everybody, and then chattel slavery. Everybody has been a slave. We've been through that era of earth already. Okay. We've already been through the era of earth where everyone has been a slave. But now we're about to go into another area where these nutcases, okay, this new era of elites that are very cold, it's almost going to be like in the movie Divergent. And everybody else is supposed to decline into an animal, almost animal mind state. This is why you have to block the heart chakra, so that your consciousness and awareness will be in survival mode, like an animal. And you'll decline into animal thinking, animal behavior. There won't be a structured family anymore. And you'll be like a slave, basically, doing anything for survival and for scraps. And there will be no more higher learning. You'll be completely cut off from God, which is your higher intellect. And the only people that will have access to their higher intellect at a limit, because they don't have love, will be the elites that get to go to school and get an education. Everybody else is going to decline. All right. What is the energy right now crowning this read? Holy Divine Spirit. Someone that was being childish is about to get put out of their home. What is the energy? Woo, child. Okay, this card went right on the floor. Yeah, I think there's an Emperor. There could be an older person that was in some trying to make some moves around you. Okay. What is the obstacle? Give me 2 cards for the obstacle. Yeah. Somebody decided to try to take a risk and try you. But something's over. So even though something has ended and something is over, somebody decided to take a risk to try to do something anyway. And what happened in the recent past that led up to this? Cards keep falling on the floor. A Leo. There was a Leo that was stressing out. There was a Leo that was stressed out about something. This could, maybe a Leo was working with a Virgo or a younger earth sign. Could be a prodigal child that need Jesus. Tell me more about this, Holy Spirit. Tell me more about what's going on with the Emperor reverse. Somebody was stressed out, maybe about something not turning out the way they thought it would. Yeah, someone took a risk to kill you under the full moon. Yeah. Somebody thought that you were going to die under this full moon, like all the other full moons when they probably thought you were going to die. All the other full and new moons when they get new hope that you're going to die. Give me another card for this Emperor in reverse. Yes. Yeah. They were told that they would get a 9 of Pentacles, or that their stability would be locked in, and this was their complete wish fulfillment. So it sounds like it's an older person maybe that was offered an upgrade to their living situation if they could kill you with spell work, and that got them all excited, like, well, I don't got nothing else to do. So this person, this Emperor in reverse, they were promised some kind of upgrade to their living situation if they could kill you under the full moon. Okay, give me 2 more cards about this Leo energy. It's because it's Leo is desperate. Give me 2 more cards for the Strength card. Tell me more about the situation right now with that Leo. Okay, somebody wanted to be seen. Someone was in their ego. They wanted to be seen as a star. So I don't know if this Leo has a platform or something like that. But this is a kitchen witch with a low IQ with the King of Pentacles in reversed here. Yeah, this is a kitchen witch with a low IQ. And somebody was aware, a King of Pentacles, that something wasn't going in their favor, or someone was aware about something, or they were trying to slow somebody down for King of Swords. This could be an air sign. So there's a Leo here, an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, and then there's a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. These people were trying to slow somebody down and stop somebody from being able to move forward. Okay. Give me 2 cards, because somebody was in their ego about wanting to be seen and viewed as the brightest star. Okay. This person, it could be a Libra, a Leo. Okay. This person was in their ego about being seen as the brightest star. And that's all they ever wanted, was to be seen as the brightest star. Okay. They solicited the help of a Page of Pentacles. Give me 2 cards for this Page of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah. Somebody that's aware of a Libra or an injustice, something that's an injustice. They might have been influenced by a Queen of Wands, but somebody might be rejecting them now because they couldn't backstab and betray them, and they didn't have the skills. So I'm getting, there could be a younger earth sign here, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. This person might have been recruited, and they might have tried it to help these people because of what they were promised. But because they didn't have the skills to take you down, working together with all these people they had this confidence in because of their numbers, they have pulled away from working with these people, okay? Because they were aware of how bad an injustice these people were committing, okay? You understand, when these people get people to help them do stuff to you, everybody does not know all the details to what they're participating in. You understand? Like, they might get one person from over here and be like, this person is trying to steal this other woman's husband, and she keeps doing spell work on her. Will you help us to stop this wicked witch over here? You could be innocent, and you could just be someone's jealous of that got a platform. But in order to take you down because you're so powerful, they need more help. So they don't tell people the truth that they need help from about you. They have to tell them lies to manipulate them into helping them. So they tell whoever this younger earth sign is, can you help us to do magic and spell work? Because this person, they're in competition with so-and-so, and they've been doing spell work on them. And we want to take them out, and we'll pay you and compensate you. And they agree to help, and they help them. And it doesn't work out the way they thought it would, and they don't get the money they thought they were going to get. And then they find out that it wasn't just spell work. They were trying to kill that other person. Not just kill them, but they were using energy weapons on them. And the reason they were doing it was not because they're a bad person, but simply out of pure jealousy and hate. And they're like, you know what? No, I don't want to be a part of this. You told me it was one thing, but it was actually another. And I don't want any more part in this. Okay. All right, Holy Divine Spirit. Let me get some clarity on all of these. Then we're going to bring us to a close. And today is Friday, ain't it, y'all? Is today Friday? Oh my God, today is Friday, May 1st. Wow. That's crazy. All right, tell me more about the Emperor reverse, please, and thank you. Tell me more about the Emperor reverse. Yeah, a secret could have come out that they wanted to stay hidden of what they were trying to get away with doing. Yeah. Somebody tried to come up around you and do something quietly. Okay. And they were promised a more comfortable living situation because of it. The person that contracted this older person, man or woman, is this Leo, because they were working together with an air sign that wanted to be the brightest star, and they needed to get rid of whoever you are. And they recruited a younger earth sign too. Tell me more about this strength card, Leo energy, please. Tell me more about this strength card. Yeah, the Empress in reverse. This is an older woman. This is an older woman that's in reverse. The Empress in reverse. Her money is in the reverse. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune. This could be a soulmate from a past life. This person might have had a connection to you. This could be a past life dynamic playing out. Or they're connected to an Aquarius. They didn't get whatever their wish fulfillment was. And either someone is letting go of them or they have to let something go. Clarify the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, they're getting let go from the type of work that they were doing. And people don't want to work with them or associate with them anymore. Yeah. Someone could have Cancer in their chart too. Yeah. Someone let them go. Okay. Tell me a little bit more about this Page of Pentacles here. It's a kid. It's a younger person. So you see the energy is repeating here. I have both pages of Pentacles, okay? So this is a younger person. This is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. It could be someone's prodigal child. What's going on with this young prodigal child? Yeah, they were recruited by an older person that probably manipulated them because they came across as a Queen of Cups. And they're very dissatisfied with the results that they ended up getting working for and with these people. Okay. Right. And clarify. Let's talk more about that death energy. Yeah, they were just trying to sacrifice you with the Hangman here, and it didn't work. All right. And then I have the Star. Yeah. Yeah, they couldn't create an illusion that they were a star. Child, what people will do to be loved. To be loved. To be loved. To be loved. Somebody tell me what that's from. To be loved. Y'all remember Coming to America? Back in the day, Coming to America. Eddie Murphy, when he first met Lisa. He was like, to be loved, to be loved. And dude was like, shut the F up. F you. Because he was in Queens. And he was like, yes, F me, F me, F me, oh. Holy Divine Spirit, give me a final message. Let me close this out. I'll come back on and do another one. Yeah, Coming to America, Christy. You remember. Man, Eddie Murphy made some. Eddie Murphy was a Cancer too. Most Cancers are comedians. You know that? Most Cancers have a funny bone and they're comedians. Eddie Murphy is a Cancer. Chris Rock is a Cancer. Kevin Hart is a Cancer. Most Cancers, most Cancers, they have like a funny. Tariq Nasheed is a Cancer. Most Cancers that are in the public eye or that have any kind of audience, they all have a funny bone. They're comedians, natural comedians. Most Cancers. I know there are a lot of Cancer women out there too that are have a funny bone as well. Holy Divine Spirit, give me a final message, please, and thank you. But Elon Musk is a Cancer, and I don't find him funny at all. I don't find him the least bit amusing at all. The only thing funny about Elon Musk is his funny ass face. He looked like he wearing lipstick. He got the face of like a clown. a minstrel clown. You know, the ones that do the pantomime. That's what he looked like. Elon Musk got the face of like a minstrel clown with the white face. What's it called? And no, I don't mean minstrel like they used to make fun of us. I'm talking about, what are they called with the white face? The clowns that do they don't talk and they do the pantomiming. Yeah, that's what Elon Musk looked like. Final message, Holy Spirit. Final message, Holy Divine Spirit. Well, his daddy is a passport bro. How about that? You like jokes? How you like them apples? All right, Holy Divine Spirit, give me a final message. Oh, they owe me. They owe me money. Big lawsuit for what they did to me and what they put in my body. Final message. I'm not your science experiment. I am no one's science experiment. Yeah, this Leo might be crying in her Cheerios right now because you're going to get your complete wish fulfillment. This is giving a groupie. This Leo might be a groupie that wishes they were the divine feminine, but they're very manly. Yeah, they got clarity. You're going to get your complete wish fulfillment. And she's probably salivating, thinking about you along with her groupie friends. Just obsessed about a real divine feminine, what she eats in the morning, how she crosses her legs when she drinks her coffee, and every little single thing. These are weirdos. These are some stone cold weirdos that salivate and pant like a dog, a mad dog in heat with rabies. What is divine feminine doing now? I have to see her. I got to know what she's doing this morning. I have to watch her. I have to see what she's doing. They act like a pack of dogs sitting at the feet of the real divine feminine, who still has her crown intact. Let me put it on. Sorry. Excuse me. Put my crown back on. That one time someone said, you are going to come off of your crown. You're going to come off of your crown, divine feminine, and come off of your pedestal and crown. You're going to come off of it. And let me put the crown back on, honey. Let me show you who the divine feminine is. There we go. Because you confused. Yeah, this Leo and their groupie friends salivating at the mouth just to get a whiff of the real divine feminine's you know what, and begging her to relinquish her crown has failed once again. And all these women can do is continue to grovel at the feet of the real divine feminine. Tower. I'm Kuan Yin, and this is love of the highest vibration. I tell you the truth because I love you. Time for prayer. Alegua. Trickster spirit. They didn't learn the lesson. That's why you still wearing the crown. They did not learn the lesson. I show gratitude for my collective of the highest vibration of love this beautiful, beautiful Friday that we've made it through another week. I show gratitude for my ancestors of the highest vibration of love, the Most High God, Iao, Yeshua, Olo, Dumare, Umima, Christ Jehovah, Jesus the Christ. I show gratitude for the Most High God, Yeshua, Christ Jehovah, my ancestors of the highest vibration of love, my angels, my guides, my ascended masters. I show gratitude for favor and protection that comes with being in alignment, with sacrifice and doing shadow work and being in the right alignment. I show gratitude for complete restoration of the crown. I show gratitude for complete restoration of the crown. I show gratitude for complete restoration financially, physically, mentally, psychologically, emotionally. I show gratitude for each and every planet that God, as you define God, has put in alignment with its unique vibrational frequencies. That when we echo out the vowel sound that coincides with each planet uniquely and individually, to put it together in mismatched different ways that form the different names of God that we call our prayers and affirmations and incantations, they get granted. O Holy One, the moon, that sits at the head of Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. Right now, I command every demonic spirit and force in my community, in my environment, in my life to scatter. Right now, I release fire on every demonic spirit using anyone or anything in this life in my energy field to cause any physical, energetic, spiritual, psychological, mental, or financial imbalance with negative energy to me or anyone in my collective of the highest vibration of love. Whatsoever ye shall bind in earth is bound in the heavens, and whatsoever ye shall loose on earth is also loosed in the heavens. Right now, I bind and contain every death spell that was sent under this full moon. I bind and contain every hex, every curse, every bewitchment, every evil eye, every utterance of witchcraft and chanting of witchcraft against me right now. I bind your tongue, your curse, your negative energy, and your hex on earth and on the heavenly realms. I bind it right now. I bind your tongue, every witch and warlock chanting witchcraft against me. I bind your tongue right now. I bind your incantations right now. I bind every hex and spell, every death spell. I bind and contain in earth and on the heavenly planes. And I command you to go directly back to the sender right now. Abracadabra. Abracadabra. I return all witchcraft back to the sender directly. I return all death spells back to the sender directly right now. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. Let them that love it eat the fruit thereof. Let death seize upon them, and let them go quick into hell. For they have no changes. Therefore, they fear not God. Right now, I flood this prayer, this live, and environment with that Kundalini violet flame of my Holy Spirit that I invoke with my holy words, and I cleanse, I sanctify this space and environment for redemption in the mighty name of Christ Jehovah. This prayer that we're going to say right now, I'm trying to think which, okay. Right now, we show gratitude for this day, for this week for making it through another week, for this day and for the night. Right now, I bind every contrary spirit by the fire of the Holy Spirit, which is my Kundalini violet flame invoked by my holy words. No weapon formed against me shall prosper, and let every tongue that rise up against me in judgment be thou condemned. For greater is he that is within me than he that is within this world. Let blessings overtake me and my collective of the highest vibration of love right now, today and tonight. Let every meeting arranged today, right now, in order to frustrate our day, catch fire, burn the ashes to the ground, and scatter. Let every witchcraft gathering in the covens of my village, my residence, my ministry, my business, my community, my neighborhood, workplace, every projected ill will, negative energy, and evil eye. I order you to catch fire on every plane through every energy body. Burst into flames and scatter. Burn the ashes to the ground right now and scatter in the name of Yeshua, Yahweh, the Most High God. Every power using the night to steal from me or the day. Right now, I command, I nullify and neutralize that power. Every power using the sun or the moon against me right now, burst into flames, be nullified, neutralized, and completely obliterated and destroyed by the fire of the Holy Spirit. Let every satanic activity against me in my household and in my life, in my ministry and business be destroyed by holy fire right now. Powers of the night troubling my dreams expire right now in the name of Yeshua, the Most High God. Wickedness of the night assigned against my life expire and go away forever right now and never return by fire of the Holy Spirit. Let the holy ones of Yeshua fight for me today, fight for me this weekend, fight for me tonight. The sun shall not smite me by day, nor the moon by night. Right now, I take authority over every demonic spirit, every witch and warlock chanting witchcraft against me right now. Be silent. Silence your tongue right now. Silence in the darkness. Be silent. Every witch and warlock chanting witchcraft against me right now, I bind your tongue in earth and on heaven. I command you to be silent right now. Silence in the darkness. Silence right now. Every witch and warlock, I command silence from you right now. I command, let my ancestors and my guides of the highest vibration of love and my ascended masters, Holy Divine Spirit, take over right now. Right now, I take authority over every territorial demon. Jeremiah 30:16 states, all who devour you shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity. And they that spoil thee, they shall be a spoil. And they that prey upon thee, I will give for a prey. Let the Lion of Judah arise and devour they that want to destroy me, and let them be destroyed. Let my adversaries, let them be their own captors. Every power searching for my face in a demonic mirror, your time is up right now. Catch fire and burn the ashes and go blind. Go completely blind. Scatter into a million pieces. Right now, I cover myself and my household and my life of the highest vibration of love today and tonight with the holy ring of fire of that Kundalini violet flame, which is my Holy Spirit that I invoke with my holy words. Abracadabra. I will create as I speak. Kadus, kadus, kadus. Kadus, kadus, kadus. Kadus, kadus, kadus. Holy, holy, holy. From today and tonight, let no power trouble us. For we in our bodies, we have the marks of Yeshua. Psalm 91:5 states, thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that fleeth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Yeshua, Most High God, you are the glory and the lifter of my crown. Therefore, no other demonic power that wants to outshine my glory be destroyed by fire right now in the mighty name of Christ, Jehovah. Every gathering of darkness against me and my household in the day or in the night, I order you to catch fire and scatter right now by the power of the Holy Spirit. As daylight breaks forth later on in the morning and the sun sets in the evening, so too shall my testimony break forth. Take away from my life every event of sorrow and bad news. Take away from my life every event of tears. I decree and declare right now that I shall not mourn. I shall not weep. I shall not suffer loss. I shall not see demotion. I shall not see shame. I shall not see defeat. I shall never beg to eat. And it is well with me in my household. In the mighty name of Yeshua, the Most High God. So shall it be. Mote it be. Amen. Ashe. Collective, I love each and every last one of you. Welcome to the tribulation. I don't know what else to tell you. I'm not going to sit up here and say things are going to get any better, because they're not. We're in times of tribulation. We've got to come together and form support groups and support systems. And it's got to be offline, off the computer. And the reason I say that is because I tried to organize and try to get a support group of women together, and women specifically, because I know it's because of them wanting to be able to utilize our energy. They don't want us to have love, and they don't want us to be married. Therefore, in order to accomplish that goal, they have to prevent and stop men from healing. They want to keep men in their ego. They want to keep men toxic. Women are the moon, men are the sun. A woman is a direct reflection of the man. So that means whatever the man is given energy and attention to, whatever the man is doing, you're going to see the direct reflection in the behavior of the women. You understand? In other words, if the men only give attention and energy to women that look like BBL queens, and I'm not talking about the gorgeous women that are naturally born and it came from your mama. Congratulations, honey. You lucky. But what I'm talking about is women, and it's not just about that. I'm just talking about beautiful women of all shapes, colors, sizes. When men only give energy and attention and rate a woman's value wholly on rating women's value on a scale of 1 to 10 based on their physical attribute, and that's it, like you're an object and not a human being to have a heart connection with and a mind connection with, that's the reflection that they get. Men are the sun, masculine energy. Women are the moon, feminine energy. The behavior that you see in the women is going to be a direct reflection of the men in the society. So the women that get attention, you're going to see most of the women behaving and mimicking the behavior of the attention that's coming from the men. Okay. Naturally, women are dependent on men to protect and provide, because we carry the baby, and that's the element of the family, right? So women that want to have a family and want to be provided for, and they want protection, if they see the only women that are getting that are women that look like Instagram models, women getting plastic surgery and such, then all of the women in the society, or the majority of them, they're going to mimic the behavior that's getting them what they want, which is the love, the adoration, the attention, the ring on the finger, the support system, so they can have a baby and have a family and have all the things. Because again, men don't have babies, women do. Okay. So it is a natural thing that women are dependent on men. And if the only men that are showing up dependable are showing up for women that dress a certain way and look a certain way and that are airheads, okay, and give them the behavior they want, then that's a reflection of what the man is putting out there, like the Batman signal. When the man put the Batman signal out, they see it and respond. You understand? They like having men unhealed and insecure. They like men getting their confidence from things that are outside of themselves, not from having pride in learning who they are, learning a skill and ability and becoming very good at it, being proud of something they educated themselves on, being proud that you have an extensive knowledge about how to farm and grow food, and you're an educated man of some kind. You could be a farmer that knows how to mix soil and grow food, which is one of the best skills and talents any man could ever have. You're an educated man that knows how to grow food. If everything in the world ever went down, or you're good with your hands, you're a plumber, you're an electrician, you're a brain surgeon, you're a medicine man, you're an herbal man, you're anything you can take pride in as a man that you can learn a craft or whatever. They want you to get all of your confidence from something external and superficial rather than within. So if men remain insecure and shallow, and if women remain insecure and shallow, then we're separated and we're not going to be getting married, which leaves us open to energy vampires and people that want to tap our uterus. They want to tap our sacral energy, and they want to tap our root chakra. The spirit told me to do the reading more about this, maybe the next one. But there has been a conspiracy to keep men and women from healing. The woman is the mirror of the man's projection. Okay, we're your reflection. So when men start valuing women that have substance and real value, that's when you're going to see women reflecting that. That means if you withdraw your attention from women that project the behaviors that you don't want to see in your community. If you pull your attention back from women and stop giving to women that are portraying, again, the behaviors that you don't want to see, that you deem dysfunctional, and everybody starts giving and pouring attention into women that have their priorities in order, pouring it into women that have substance and that have real value and virtue, then other women, even women that don't have that, are going to start trying to become that. That's going to be their role model. Because again, wherever the energy goes of men, that's what women are going to gravitate toward too. So the change that you want to see is where your energy got to go. So you'll have to start investing your energy, your resources, and your time, once you heal yourself with self-love, into the women that have virtue and value. And when the women that have virtue and value are the ones that are getting all the attention, okay, and the resources, that's when all the other women that are followers are going to be trying to mimic that energy. And in mimicking that energy, it's going to lead them down the right path to a true transformation. Of course, part of the process is for both the light and the dark, but it will, for the majority of the collective, it'll help raise the vibration and frequency of the people, the general collective. Because what happened is television and media has taken control over the masses, that has caused everybody to be led astray, and give attention and time and importance to the wrong things. People, their priorities are off. People don't even, if I gave a younger person a list and I asked them to put things that are of the most important priority in order, and I list all the things in life, child, I would probably pass out when I see, how that list is put. A lot of people don't even know how to survive right now, and we've been thrust into survival times. And half the people out here don't know how to survive simply because they don't know their wants from their needs, and they don't know how to prioritize what's most important to them. Okay. And one of the things at the top of that list should be self-control and discipline. Okay. One of the most important things is sexual discipline. Okay. Because the way a whole bunch of men and women both equally keep having babies that they can't afford to take care of is a lack of sexual discipline and sexual control. Okay. Which will sink you deeper into a position that you don't want to be in. Okay. And make you less attractive to a mate. And I'm not just talking to women, I'm talking to men too. Don't a woman of value and quality want a man that got a million different obligations because he got about 4 and 5 different children. You're not a high value man. No one is checking for you. You understand? I know they say women all the time, but it's both men and women. We have to get control over our sexual energy. It just is what it is. One of the things that stops us from prioritizing and getting things in order is being a slave to our desires. Okay. And that's what our desire is what leads to suffering. I didn't even pull my Buddha tarot, but our desires is what leads to our suffering. Okay. And when we're operating with a lack of control over our animal nature, then we're like an animal. And we don't have no sexual self-control, and that leads to unwanted pregnancies and more children that we can provide and take care of. Okay. When we can't control our mind to control our sexual energy, then we're just like an animal, and we're behaving like an animal in heat. Animals can't control their sexual desire. That's why they go into heat and they keep reproducing and popping out a whole bunch of babies they can't take care of. Okay. And that's because an animal doesn't have that God consciousness. Okay. When we are not healed and we're not operating out of our higher self, then we lack structure and discipline and control, and we're like an animal, and we get hard sexual urges. Yeah, we do. But when you operate with a connection to God, you have control over your sexual urges, because Wherever the mind goes, energy flows. So that means be responsible for your thoughts in the direction that you take yourself every morning. Have a focus. You understand? Have something you're working on that adds value to you. Have a project you're working on, something productive, a business, something that's going to help you to grow financially or in education or whatever. We need to have multiple things that we're focusing on and channel that sexual energy into it. I didn't say never have sex. I'm saying to have control over your sexual energy. If you want to come out of your animalistic mindset, where you're in heat like a dog or a cat, and it leads you to unwanted babies and pregnancies that you can't afford and take care of, that put you in situations you don't want to be with, then you have to seek God. And that means getting control of your mind. How we get control of our mind, which tells our body and energy what to do, is to have focus. Focus on your purpose. You understand? When you have something to focus on, you have somewhere to channel that same energy into. Okay? And that's what separates animal from God. The ability to control your carnal nature. Your carnal nature is everything connected to the root chakra. That has to do with your desire to have sex, your sexual impulses. It has to do with your desire for, not desire, your need for food, to eat, to sustain the body, shelter, to survive on the physical plane. But we survive like animals until we can control our mind and find a higher way to survive on this plane in a more intelligent way. Okay, guys, I know I talk a lot. I'm Kuan Yin. I love you. This is Love of the Highest Vibration.